Hey, welcome to my journey and to another media plan grocery haul. It feels like forever since I've been in front of the camera. I was just sitting here when I was setting everything up. I'm like, when was the last time you filmed? Because, we've had a lot going on. And I'm like, oh, don't remember. But anyway, here we are. You're here for the menu plan for my week ahead and my grocery haul. Let's see. Other than prep, I only have one new recipe this week. Well, one new to both of us and one just new to you. I may or may not film it. Don't know yet. Anyway, we'll just jump on into today, which is Wednesday. I'm going to do what I did last week. I'm going to have a protein shake for breakfast. It's just easier, I found out, to just have the protein shake, do my grocery pickup, shopping, whatever I have to do, and not worry about trying to get something cooked, because like this week especially, I don't have any prep because I didn't prep last week, so I don't have anything ready to go, and it's just easier. So I'm gonna do that. I forgot to put down the protein in that. I think it's 30. And then for lunch, I'm gonna do vegetable soup. I have some in the freezer. I did it in one of the super cube molds, and it's a 2-cup, so I'm going to split it between today and tomorrow. And then for not breakfast, for supper, we have barbecue country ribs, cream potatoes, and greens. Now, that's why my calories are so low, because I forgot to figure in my protein shake. So just add a protein shake in your mind. I don't know, a couple hundred calories, 30 grams of protein, something like that. So 357 plus that in calories, 35 in protein plus that, and then 51 in carbs. And the carbs are coming from not the cream potatoes, the vegetable soup. Where did I get? Oh, you know what? You know what I did? I added the 21 carbs from the soup with the 30 protein from the ribs and come up with 51 carbs. I'm like, that ain't 51 carbs. And so whatever's in the 21 and whatever's in the protein shake. So then for Thursday, I bought some liver mush, or I'm going to buy some liver mush. I hadn't shopped yet because, like I said, I don't have any prep. So I'm going to do liver mush and an egg, and then the other half of the vegetable soup for lunch. And this is the new recipe, bacon ranch chicken. Now, it's supposed to be on sandwiches, but to save the carbs, unless David wants me to thaw a wrap out or something, I'm going to serve his over rice, and I'm just going to eat mine plain. And then green beans. And I forgot to total up the week. I'm not doing too good. 152.93 and 345 are the calories. 11, 5, and 30 are the protein, which I've got to really work on that. That is not near enough. 30, 41, 46. No, I'm going to have to add some stuff to that. And then the carbs, 21, 6, and 8. So, got to work on, well, actually got to work on the calories and the protein, because theirs not high enough. Wednesday's not high enough either. And these are the numbers for what I have planned. So I have room down here to add to it. Then Friday, I'm going to have liver mush and an egg again. And I thought maybe I'll do some bacon cheddar chaffles for breakfast. And for supper, it's going to be a carby day. I'm going to have some spaghetti and a salad. That comes up to, let's see, minus the spaghetti. Because I was back there working on my menu, and I think I'm going to do my Sire's spaghetti mix. And I didn't even come up in here to look at my packets in this drawer to see how it's made, because I don't remember, and try to figure it in, and then figure how many servings of spaghetti. So just carb day, whatever, as long as I got my protein in, which I'm going to work on. I've got 60 so far, but I'll have like an egg on my salad, and I'll figure that out. And then Saturday, guess what we're having for breakfast? Liver mush and an egg. And then prep, what I make for prep, I'm going to have that for lunch. And Saturday night, we're going to do steaks again. Those ribeyes we got in the freezer that we got on that good deal, I'm feeling it. And a baked potato and broccoli. And I may or may not eat a baked potato. I may eat half of one, then give David 1.5, and he can eat like twice. Usually what we do on Saturday, he'll eat twice because we eat so early. Then Sunday, final day, liver mush and egg, because the 1 pack of liver mush will go into 4 servings because I have 2 ounces a serving. One slice of liver mush is not enough, I'm sorry. And then prep for lunch. And supper, we're going to do tostadas, and I'm going to do ground chicken for the meat. Sometimes we do just beans, sometimes we do taco meat with beef, but I have ground chicken in the freezer, so we're going to use that. I'm not even going to give you these totals because like that's my totals without the tostadas, so just forget it. I got to work on my protein both of those days. Well, I'll get my protein on steak night. That's no problem right there. Tostada night, I got to work on that one. And then Monday, I have prep. And then supper, carby, baked potato soup. Hadn't made that for David in a long time. I don't think I've ever made it for y'all. I don't know, maybe. But I looked on my website, because a lot of times I go to my own website to find recipes that I've already made and cooked for y'all. And then I can just, if I've modified them or whatever, I can see, because a lot of the recipes in my cookbook that are mine have been modified for Weight Watchers or low carb or calories or whatever the diet of the day was. So a lot of the recipes you'll find on my website are modified recipes. So you are more than welcome to remodify them to make them full of everything. No low fat, low sugar, none of that. You can do anything you want to them. Anything you want. But I don't think I've made that for y'all before. And then Tuesday, prep. And we were having the conversation. Dave was like, well, you don't never make that. Because I said something about I had chicken thighs left over from my prep. Well, you don't ever make that chicken thigh in the crock pot. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, them chicken thighs you made in the crock pot that I said was the bomb. I'm like, well, I don't think I've ever made chicken thighs in a crock pot. Yes, you have. They had herbs, little green things and stuff on them. I'm like, no, I know for a fact I never made that. So I was back there doing the menu. I'm like, let me check my website, because he said, I told you to write it down. He said, I knew it. I knew you would write it down. I'm like, if you told me to write it down, I wrote it down. Well, a lot of the times when he tells me that, it just goes on my website. And that's the only place I write it down. So then if I don't look at it, I don't remember. So I was back there doing my menu. I'm like, let me just see what he's talking about. So it was called Crockpot Herbed Chicken. I'm like, herbed? He said it had green stuff on it, so I pulled it up. Sure enough, it's that crockpot recipe that uses the thighs that's got the herbs on it. So that is on my menu. Since I had to tell him, hey honey, guess what? Found it. And then field peas and snaps, and I'm gonna make a bag of noodles. I have some of the North sides dishes. I'm gonna make him a bag of the noodles, and that is it for the week. Now for prep is exactly what I was gonna make last week when I decided not to, because of just the situation, of everything going on. So breakfast will be sausage chili cheese squares. This is just a recipe for chili cheese squares that I'm adding sausage to bulk up the protein. So I'm hoping it works. And then lunch is chicken mushroom bites. That sounded really good, so my fingers are crossed for that. What I did, because I had already eaten half, it only takes half a pound of sausage in the breakfast. I'd already eaten half of it to not waste any of it, so I just threw that in the freezer. Well, I knew the chicken thighs were not going to last all the way till this week, this Saturday. They were not going to last, and my mushrooms were not either. So when I divided out my thighs, I put 4 of them in a bag just to use, as it turns out, in my crock pot recipe. And then I went ahead and diced up the 4, which is the pound, for my prep recipe. I'm like, well, what about my mushrooms? So I just rinsed them off, put them in a separate little twisty bag, put them down in the bag with the chicken, and pop the whole thing in the freezer. Because like I told David, it doesn't matter if the mushrooms get soft, because they're going to get soft when I cook them. So anyway, I got that in the freezer. All I gotta do is thaw it out. And then I thought, oh. Yeah. I'm like, no, that ain't what I thought. I thought I was gonna make deviled eggs, and I changed my mind to make pimento cheese deviled eggs too. I already have a recipe for pimento cheese deviled eggs on there, but I was gonna do these differently because it's a different amount of eggs. I know that sounds crazy, but the little dash cooker I make holds 8 eggs. And the recipe I made before was for 10 eggs. And I think I used light mayonnaise, and I'm going to use regular mayonnaise. And so it's just going to be a little different. So I'm using a different cheese, I think. So this is just pimento cheese deviled eggs too. And then my plans are to make a pico de gallo salad to have some kind of vegetable going on in my life. If we want to eat it Sunday with our tostadas, we can. It'll be enough for that. And then as the week goes, if I want a little side dish, something in the fresh vegetable department, which y'all know I lack in because I don't really care for them, then I'll have it. So that is it for the menu. My groceries are coming from Walmart, and I'll have Sebastian again today because RJ's helping David with something. And I am going to, instead of taking him to the grocery store, he don't like it. He just don't like it. Which I know, it ain't the end of the world if the kid goes to the grocery store, but if I ain't got to drag him around, I ain't going to drag him around, which he ain't dragging. He's 6. He can drag himself around. Y'all know where I'm coming from. If I don't have to, I don't have to. So I said I'm just going to let Food Line pick out my produce and keep my fingers crossed. That's the best I can do, because the only thing I need, unless there's something they're out of at Walmart, at Food Line, is produce and liver mush, and I can't think of another single thing that I need. Okay, so then that's what we're looking at, and I'm also going to show you a little bit of Happy Mail that I got in the mail yesterday. I'm just going to add it onto my grocery haul because it fits right in, and it is from Susan Radar, better known as Sparkly Susan. I know y'all have seen her in all of our comments. She's the most upbeat, uplifting, sparkly person you'll ever know. So that is it. We will turn around and get to looking at those groceries. Okay, so here's what we got for Walmart. We got our skim milk and our almond milk and Fairlife, which I like to use in my protein puddings, and if I have a bowl of cereal, which I do have some cereal that I have a bowl or two a week. Doesn't do much for me, but sometimes you just need cereal. And we looked at them last week, but we'll look again. 80 calories for a cup, 6 carbs, 13 grams of protein. And we decided this was, I think, 8 grams of protein for a cup of this. Let's find it. Yep, 8 grams. So that's a good bit more. So that is worth it right there. And David wanted some diet grape juice. If you are interested, let's see. It is only 10 calories for 8 cups and 2 carbs, 1 sugar, which has to be, I'm thinking, because you don't see any, is stevia leaf. Okay, it's sugars must be, what comes from the grapes is what I'm trying to spit out. And then the Allegro is for our steaks this weekend. We're having steaks, honey. He's sitting over there at the table. He did not know what we're having. And then I needed another corn and a diced green chili and some cream corn. And then the cheese cubes are David's. Let's see. 8 ounces. Let's see. What does it say? 7 cubes. That's about 1 ounce. So 120 calories. 7 grams of protein. And I went for Monterey Jack sticks this time. So these are mine. 1 stick, which is 21 grams. So it's not quite 1 ounce. Because I think 28 grams is like 1 ounce. 80 calories, 5 grams of protein. So that's pretty good right there. And then I was wanting some Laughing Cow. I had an idea what I wanted to put it on. I've already forgot now. But this is the Laughing Cow Light. Let's see. What have we got here? We got one wedge is only 25 calories, 1 carb, and 2 grams of protein. So you can put this on a lot of things. I've seen people put them on their wraps before they like make a wrap of something, which I don't have any wraps, but I was going to put it on something. I'll figure it out. And then butter. It's upside down, but we needed butter. And the whipped cream cheese, I didn't get light cream cheese or nothing like that. If they even make it, I don't even think they make light whipped cream cheese. But I want this for my cucumbers and the everything bagel seasoning, because I tried to put the regular cream cheese in the cucumbers and it just did not stick. So I figured this light fluffier kind would work. 50 calories for 2 tablespoons, a gram of protein, 2 carbs. So that's not bad at all for a nice low carb snack. Then I have my new favorite coffee, the Classic Roast from Great Value. I'm just not going to order the big box anymore because the past 2 times I ordered it, they were out and they substituted the other. So I'm just ordering the little small ones. And then I need more Slim Jims because this is a go-to. I usually eat 3. I think the serving size is 4. Where does it say that? 4 sticks, 150 calories, 1 carb, and no, that's 6 carbs and 6 grams of protein for 4 sticks. And I usually just eat 3 for whatever reason. And then David wanted these for breakfast. Well, he didn't really want them, but he's trying to stay away from pork for a little while. These are the 50% less fat. Let's see. 2 patties, 110 calories, 0 carbs, and 10 grams of protein. These are awesome. I need to eat these more often. That's an awesome breakfast choice right there. Awesome. And then the protein chips. I need a little something. David's got chips in there. I needed some chips. So 1 bag is 150 calories, 5 carbs minus the fiber. It's 4 net carbs, and 18 grams of protein. So that is an awesome snack if you must have a chip. And sometimes I just need one. And then I needed more okra. We just throw this on a pan. I just throw this on a baking sheet with some parchment paper on it, 425. Let it go until it just looks like it's done. Takes a little while. And we needed some greens, so I got a collard and a turnip. And then I just felt like some breaded okra. I could throw this in the air fryer, spray it with a little oil in the little misto, and have a different okra from this okra. And then the Quest crust, thin crust pizza, 21 grams of protein, 5 net carbs. I got this to have on hand because sometimes we just need it. And this is my Happy Meal from Miss Susan Radar. She sent me some drink mixes. So I got a strawberry, a watermelon, a root beer, an orange, and a pineapple. So I will enjoy those immensely. So that is it for my Walmart. And next up, thank you, Susan, by the way. Next up will be Food Line. Okay, here is my Food Line. Just ignore Andy Griffith in the background, please. I have my eggs and my liver mush. Liver mush, let's see. So 2 ounces is 80 calories, 8 carbs minus 2 fibers, and 5 grams of protein. So that's how much liver mush is. And then the avocado mash is just plain avocado. I don't like the guacamole. I like just the plain avocado. So one of these little cups is 90 calories, 1 gram of protein, 5 carbs, 5. Oh my goodness. 5 grams of carbs and 4 grams of fiber. So that's 1 gram of net carbs. My goodness, who knew? Avocado is so good for you. And I need 1 lime for my pico de gallo salad. And then I got this for my salad. And then if I need it for the tostadas. And I got this for David for his salad. He likes the grass, the leafy stuff. Y'all know I do not. And I just opted for this little thing of cilantro. I didn't feel like fooling with the big one. This one cost more than the big one did. But I don't need much for my salad. And that's all I felt like messing with. So I chose to pay for it. And then an English cucumber. bag of potatoes because we have baked potatoes and cream potatoes. And then I like these little multicolored cherry tomatoes for my pico de gallo salad. I think it's just pretty. And it tastes good too. And the little 3-pack of avocados for David. I needed one. I should have just ordered a half a pound. I ordered a pound. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was thinking I was ordering 1 onion, but I'll use it. But this is for the salad as well. And then I was not sure how many tomatoes I would get. So he's got a lot of tomatoes to eat. And then bananas and his mixed nuts. Let's see. 1 ounce of these is 170 calories, 7 carbs minus 2 fibers, and 5 grams of protein. And then I wanted some bread this week, but I'm using this Sara Lee Delightful 45 calories. So there's whole grains in it. It's full of carbs because it's flour. I mean, you're not going to get anything. That's what flour is. Flour is a carb. So let's see. 1 serving is 2 slices, and 2 slices has 5 grams of protein, so that's not bad at all. 18 carbs minus the 5 fibers, so that's 13 net carbs. I've seen a lot worse in 45 calories a slice. I've seen a lot worse in bread. And then David's bread. So that is it for Food Line. That is it for me this week. I hope you're having a good hump day, and I will see you tomorrow for weighing.